Hey, favored ones! Welcome back to another collective reading. Come on in and take your seat at the round table. And there's the wishing well on the corner there. If you'd like to toss in a coin for a wish for yourself. Before we get into it, I just wanted to remind everyone that these are general readings and all the messages may not apply to you. And that's perfectly fine. Remember to use your discernment and know that you know your life better than anyone else. As well, if anyone tries to message you or in your DMs or in the comments trying to solicit you for a reading, don't give them your hard-earned money. Those are scams. So I'm gonna quickly just sweep out any leftover residual, because I know there's been a 55 on the clock. I know there's been a lot of big changes in energy since Freya the 13th just passed, as well as the second eclipse of this month, the solar eclipse, Ring of Fire. I know there's a lot of heavy energies going on around the world right now, so I was holding space and clearing those energies, as well as cleaning out the backyard. Some of you may be working on getting ready for fall takeaways and getting your house ready for celebrations, putting up lights or decorations for Halloween, Samhain time. I've intuitively picked out Unikite for today because I really feel like we need to be more heart-centered right now, and it's good for stone for vision, for your opening your third eye and using for scrying. Some of you may be into mirror scrying or water scrying. That'll be extra confirmation for you here. It's supposed to balance emotions and is among the crystal healing practitioners. It's supposed to bring spiritually together and bring in all your emotions and level them out. It's also used for keeping your heart pure and purged of lower level energies. It's also known as the Stone of Rebirth. So a lot of you could be rebirthing yourself at this time. And remember, during birth, there is pains. And during growing, there is growing pains. So I feel like there's a lot of us that are going through some growing pains right now as we embrace the next stage and level that we have grown to. The next stage that we have walked and taken baby steps or leaps and bounds to reach. I have two songs that came through. I had in Greek. I had Hold the Line. Do 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 do. Utopia isn't always on time. Which is funny because I haven't welcomed in Utopia yet. So yes, anyone who is new here, welcome. Thank you for checking out my channel and clicking on this video. And for anyone else who is returning, I appreciate your continual support and appreciate your beautiful energy in this side of the YouTube. So but Utopia isn't always on time. It's on divine timing, and I feel like a lot of us are holding on to that energy and trying to stay balanced while being patient and waiting for it to arrive. I feel like a lot of us are hopeful romantics. Hopeful romantic knows that everything's going to work out, and they love, but they know how to move accordingly. If you want to look up hopeful romantic and look into it a little bit more, you might find that you resonate with it. A lot of us feel like we're hopeless romantics, but hopeless romantics means that we're putting ourselves in jeopardy or non-favorable situations in the name of love, where a hopeful romantic knows that they will find love no matter where they go. If they put their time and their love into it, the universe will return it back. I have an Enrique Iglesias's Ping Pong song came to mind as well. I feel like a lot of you could just resonate with his songs, or a lot of you might like his style if you are a musician. But the Ping Pong song came to mind because inside of it there's the message of, do you know what it feels like to be the train's going off for extra confirmation. Do you know what it feels like to be the last one to know? So some of you might be the last one to know. Some people might leave you out. A lot of you might be feeling left out right now or overlooked. Because I'm getting that feeling of like, you could be the last one who known about someone passing on, because inside of that is like, there was inside the music video, it was talking about a lost loved one that died too soon, young love. Now you could have lost a love that you met when you were younger, or you're just coming together. A lot of you may have been without love for a long time, and you felt like you were the last one to know what true love feels like. So take it as it resonates, where it applies, because I'm getting a few different messages for quite a few of you here, which I love. I love seeing many different journeys and all of us still coming together as one. That's part of my utopia. I'm getting the part of the song where it says, to be the last one to know the locks on the door has changed. So some of you may be separating, or some of you may need just getting a key cut. I feel like some of you may be needing to get your keys cut, an extra key for someone. That message isn't for everyone, but I'm sure it'll resonate where it applies. Yes, a key cut. What else from that movie? There's the car crash. So someone could have, I don't feel like a car crash necessarily. I feel like someone's worried about their wheels, because I'm getting a tow truck. So someone could have had their old car towed, or just had a flat tire, or you're worried about winter tires and being safe. Yeah, that's a message coming through. That's extra confirmation that there will be messages in this reading for you. So the third download that I had received is, some of you really might love DC or Marvel or comic books, because what I'm getting is the message that we are learning to embrace our White Lantern essence. So all the different lanterns in DC, if you didn't know this, they are all based off emotions. Like with the green ring, it is based off of willpower, and violet is love, and orange is greed, and I think yellow is fear, and blue is hope. It goes on and on. The White Lantern is used from all emotions. So I feel like you're learning to manifest and manifest using all different types of emotions. People feel like you need to be in a happy-go-lucky heart space in order to manifest things. It's not always true. That's not true. You can manifest from any type of emotion. If you're sad and you're manifesting that you want to be happier, that doesn't mean that the universe is gonna be like, nope, you're sad right now, can't do it, because you always deserve to find that happiness. I also feel in the message with this of learning how to use all of your emotions in a healthy way. You're learning to deal with your emotions in a healthy way. You're learning how to you're happy with how you're responding in all situations, and learning how to, I'm hearing that you're learning how to respond instead of react, no matter the situation, no matter no matter how hard it is and how much people might be nagging on you or um, just being rude, like maybe picking on or passive aggressive comments, I just feel like you're not taking that in. Normally you would take that projection in and you'd ruminate on it for a couple of days, but I feel like you're not anymore. So I feel like a lot of you are work with white magic. Light magic is called. A lot of you could be work with pure magic. I'm getting a lot of you are work with green witches as well. Like you can, and just bringing up druid and shamanism as well, shamanic practices. It doesn't have to be, but it's certainly extra confirmation for those who are listening. So hopefully that was all the message that came out the way I thought it was going to, because I'm gonna trust my intuition and say yes, it did. Alrighty then. But yeah, all the different lanterns, and you're learning how to be your own lantern and learning how to manifest and know that you are at your mana best regardless of what emotions you are having. So you're starting to realize that your emotions aren't the bad guy, and you're learning how to deal with them using healthy coping mechanisms like counting to 10, screaming into a pillow, or throwing ice cubes at the ground, popping those silicone bubbles that they have, because I say bubble wrap, but I don't even think they make poppable bubble wrap anymore. It's a sin. Blasphemy! No popping bubble wrap? Why? Are they gonna change the name? I think they have changed the name. I think they changed it to shipping wrap or something like that. It's okay. I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna take this one. Cause it's popping, it's popping. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you are doing cleaning up, not only in your backyard, but you're cleaning up your timeline by making it more adjusted for you, especially during this heavy time. For those who aren't able to hold a space for that right now, you're putting pages on snooze for 30 days. You're removing certain types of, like, you're keeping yourself regulated, which is fair. Not all of us have to put ourselves in trauma and deregulate ourselves just to feel like we're doing something in the midst of something where we're really not in the position to be doing much. And if you are in the position to do stuff for someone else and are doing that, thank you so much, because it's a rare thing to find nowadays where people are willing to stand up and do things on the side for others. Yeah, when the birds sing songs of gratitude popped out when I was saying that, and the other one was whisk. I feel like you're really whisking people's heart away with how you treat others. I also feel like there's the other message coming through where some of you feel like you're treading water and only have your head above the surface, because when you do whip kick inside swimming lessons, some of you may be getting swimming lessons. It's never too late for you to try a new thing if you haven't and you feel like you're too old. That's another thing. Some of you feel like you're just breaking the surface and you feel like you might be too old for something. And the universe is letting you know that hold the line. You know, utopia isn't always on time. You know, love isn't always on time. Woo, woo, woo. Hold the line. Mm-hmm. Love isn't always on time. Some of you might be waiting out for love as well, or are happy that it finally came along and you were like so happy that you held the line. Yeah, time to feed the hungry heart. Some of you may be worried about whether or not where your next meal is coming from at this time. And for those who are, I'm manifesting a warm meal for you. Let's welcome in Utopia, everyone. For those who are worried about where the next meal is coming out from, about whether or not they'll have heat or lights. For anyone who's worried about their kids and whether or not they'll have warm stuff during the winter. As a kid who grew up wearing rubber boots in winter, I can appreciate those who are doing all they can for their children to make sure that they have the best possible for them. If any of you are having that kind of difficulty, where I ended up getting winter boots from was that my principal noticed, and I got a pair that wasn't the right size, but at least it was a winter pair from the Lost and Found section. Some of you may, there may be donations in your area, or maybe even ask when it comes up, you just keep an eye out for the Lost and Found. Some of you may feel like you belong in the Lost and Found and overlooked and left there to be forgotten, but the universe wants you to know that it still sees you. I see you. I do. Yep. That's a favored one, all right. And you are favored. I think that you are very much favored, and you deserve all the good things that are coming for you. And yes, I know that sounds ominously positive, like it's coming for you. Yes. I demand good things for the collective because we are here to make demands because we deserve it. And I am grateful that we can have good things come towards good people because they deserve it. And yeah, sometimes even good people have down times, but that just reminds us to be good when we have those up times again, because some people have the down times and when they are back up again, they just decide to shit right down the fucking ladder again. I promised myself I wouldn't be swearing today. Some of you might be a sailor like me, but I am not sorry that I said it because I meant it and I am passionate and I feel you're passionate too, my collective. And that passion is where you can manifest from. I see a lot of you are singers, whether or not you do it professionally or not. I just feel like the universe is very grateful when it gets to hear you talk to them, when it gets to hear you sing and have fun. The universe loves it, and it knows. It's like this meme that I read one time where a little girl just screams every now and then goes, happy, happy, in moments where she's happy to remind the universe and yourself when you're in a happy moment to save this in a catalog for later to draw back to. A lot of you may be, excuse me, sleepy? Yeah, a lot of you might be getting messages in your sleep and downloads. Because I'm getting like sleepy time tea came to mind. So you might be dressing up as a shark or really love those that are unloved. Because a lot of people are scared of like sharks, even though you're more likely to get bitten by someone in New York City than you are to get bit by a shark. Like statistically. A lot of you might like statistics and looking up different weird facts like that. Some of you may be 31 or turning 31 soon, or number 4 is number 4. Stability is coming in for you. Messages from the bird ancestors is coming through. So starseeds who relate to blue avians, or just the Fae realm with Morgan Le Fay and Bran. I'm also getting canary. Some of you can sing like a canary. Some of you may be feeling down about whether or not you can share during a time of like dressing up, cosplaying, costumes. And the universe wants you to know that your love is on your chest, is shown. Some of you may feel like your heart doesn't show as much as you want to. Maybe you feel heartless, but the universe is saying that you have a very big heart. Yeah, you could have had people chirping in your ear or gossiping, saying that you're not a very nice person. And the universe wants you to know that your kindness shows. You whisk people's heart away with your kindness. Yes, you whisk people off of their feet with your kindness. Oh, if I could stop having whisked puns. But some of you may really enjoy puns. That might be a reason why they whisk your heart away. But yes, your heart shows in the actions and in the way you think about others. And some people may not be able to see that because, they're too busy talking negativity into the world and not being grateful for what they have, or not being grateful for you, and they're taking you for granted. It could be coworkers or family members or friends that's really taking you for granted. Like, be the last one to know. So they might you might be the last one to get told about a party or getting told about a situation. Music, getting invited to a party. A lot of you might feel like you're getting left out, and the truth of the matter is that you're not getting left out. They're missing out on you. So it seems like you've reached another point in your life where the universe is removing things that is no longer serving you for your own divine protection, because you are divinely protected. You are making waves with your kindness. You are making waves with your voice and speaking out. Some of you are light language speakers. I'm getting with with the space and the music here. Your music is making headway. It's going galactic, and your kindness amongst the community is going to make waves. Yeah, something about hunger coming up, because my stomach just... I hope you guys didn't hear that. I really hope you did. But yes, I already today too. So some of you, your music might be about food, or it could be a time. I don't think it's Ramadan right now, but some of you may do fasting. As well. That might not be for everyone, but that's what I'm getting here. So I'm going to say it because I am obedient to my intuition. Yeah, some of you are learning to be obedient towards your intuition. When your intuition tells you something, you're listening to it the first time. Like if someone asks you for advice and all of a sudden you get this nudging feeling to tell them it, you're telling them it right away. If your guides are giving you like a ringing in your ear and you're like, you want to know what, this isn't the best situation, I'm going to leave. Or when you're about to tell something that you're working on and you may not be in favorable company, the universe is making it really hard for you to say. Either you'll cough all of a sudden, or you'll forget what you were trying to say, or someone else will interrupt you and you'll know this isn't the place. People be really telling on themselves right now for the fact that they're not supposed to be knowing about what you have going on behind the scenes. So just be mindful of that. is a message. Not everyone is wanting to hear about it to hype you up. Sometimes people just want to hear what you got on the go so that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry, I got distracted. My two babies are just on top of each other, doggy piling. Yeah, so some people might be doggy piling on you, and you might be getting ganged up on. Some of you may have been gang stalked in the past. For those of you who know what that is, you know. If you don't, you may want to look up into it. That might be the next part of your journey of awakening. Now I'm getting feather. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. So some of you may be working on your craft or having sleepovers or get-togethers where you sit in circles, because I'm getting the movie Craft with the light as the feather, stiff. Float like a hummingbird, sting like a bee. Some of you may be working on martial arts, like Muay Thai, lifting weights. For those who aren't doing extreme sports, we're doing physiotherapy, kinesiology, going to Reiki or other types of holistic healing in order to physiotherapy for yourself. Yeah, there's sirens in the background as extra confirmation. Some of you may be working on your voice and you're becoming your own siren and calling in and manifesting the things that you need. Like, let's say my teacher, well, it is a type of teacher. My therapist, when I was going to see her, one of the coping mechanisms that she gave me was when you're upset or you're worried about something, try singing it to a nursery rhyme style of music, or just sing it all together in any kind of style that you would like. Let's say if you're hungry and you're not worried about it, I'm not worried about food, it always lands on my plate. I'm not going to worry because I'm gonna get what I make. I'm gonna get it, yes I will. Food's gonna magically appear. Joyful, joyful. Yeah, so some of you might be British. I think that's where joyful, joyful comes from. I could be wrong. It might be a Christmas song. So some of you are worried about eating over winter, and making it to the hungry month of March. Some of you may have birthdays then, or a birthday that you're worried about supplying for at that time. But yes, just making up words to help lighten it, because it lightens in the heart, and plus singing helps keep the throat open and you talking, and it's less likely for you to shrink down, and you're breathing, because the first thing you want to do when you're in your emotions of any type is breathe. And when you sing, you automatically breathe. And that's the idea behind it. Some of you might like Idea, the artist. Some of you may be rappers or poets, considering rap is rhythm and poetry. So some of you may be putting on your first show as well, and bringing together a community, because you're whipping something up. Yeah, you and your guides are really whipping something up to bring your voice to the forefront. Some of you might be 25. Number 7, the number of enlightenment, it is a very symbolic number. This is the number of the divine. There's 7 archangels. There's 7 wonders in the world. There's 7 seas. Some of you may have come from the video of Seas of the Ambassadors of the Seven Seas is a video I did not too long ago. There could be messages in there for you if you're called to. If you are, then thank you for watching more of my videos, and thank you for watching this one, everyone, as well. I appreciate it. I'm ever so grateful that you decided to come listen to little old me becoming big old me. Yeah, some of you are going from being little old me to big old me. At the same time, I can't say that without thinking of Gillian from Gravity Falls. Some of you may really enjoy Gravity Falls. Some of you may deal with a lot of sightseeings. A lot of you could see a lot of sights of like haunted houses, going to like, not like the haunted houses that are set up, like going to abandoned homes, abandoned towns. You may be interested in those types of things. And being a medium, talking and communicating within two different realms as well. Yeah, time to feed the hungry heart. Essential meaning, a timeout, self-care, a need to regroup and replenish, and nourishment. Yeah, especially over the weekend, I know with all the heavy energies, I definitely took my time to relax and play video games and really sit with my own emotions. So a lot of you might be taking a time out, whether you're sick or just sick of it and taking a time, because honestly, you're allowed it, and that's valid. There are times when you work so hard and move so fast, juggling so many things and putting others first. When this happens, you start to feel burnt out. You might resist this knowledge and force yourself through the exhaustion to prove you're a hero, to show how far you can push yourself. After all, it's impressive to be too busy. After all, it's impressive being the too busy one and the one who handles it all, isn't it? Well, the universe isn't impressed at all. Did you know the world will continue to spin if you take some time to take care of yourself? Do you remember what kind of books or show you love to explore for the sake of fun? You must build yourself up with stories of hope and redemption and love and goodness, triumph and truth, if you want to write it into your own story. Maybe you need a hot bath and a good cry, or not. A hug from a pet, dancing for the sake of it, a walk where you didn't bring a list of to-do things with you. You can accomplish so much more if you include rest, relaxation. Excuse me, stomach. I know you can feel someone else's hunger. I know. It's okay. You're okay. Whoever is hungry, I am manifesting you meal deals and everything being on sale and 2-for-1 prices and someone just being nice and being like, yo, you want a hot meal? I'm manifesting it because everyone deserves a nice, hot, warm meal. My Taurus moon is showing right now. You can accomplish so much more if you include rest, relaxation, and fun. Spending quality time with your loved ones, healthy food, and lots of self-love to your menu. It's time to feed your hungry heart. Feed it with love. Some of you may enjoy opera or the theater, is what I'm getting. I had my chair stolen again, if you couldn't tell. They look really cute doing it though. Yeah, I'm getting comedy movies like Monty Python, as well as like Pirates of the Penzance, I think is what it's called. A lot of you may, yeah, intermission. Even when you go to a big extravagant event, there's usually like 3 intermissions for in between. So the universe is saying you're at an intermission right now so that they can set up all the things that needs to be set up behind the scenes. And if you're not taking the intermissions and you come back and you're like, why isn't this ready for me? The next act and scene isn't ready yet. And you got people, the universe is like pulling trees into position, being like, uh-oh, they came back early. So yeah, the universe is, there's a plane above. Some of you may be going back early from a vacation, or you're leaving earlier than expected. Or your plans are going off and taking flight sooner than you expected. I'm getting that image of the rear view, side rear view mirrors that say objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. That's what the universe is saying for your food, your health, your whatever you're manifesting. Your album, a song, your confidence, whatever it is you're manifesting is closer than you appear. And closer than it appears for you anyway. When the birds sing gratitude. Gratitude is an essential power of manifestation. The law of praise. Saying thanks to in advance of the goodness. Thank you, universe, for all of the utopia and all of those wonderful things that you are giving my collective, because they deserve them. And I know they deserve them because I can feel it. Everyone deserves good things. And for those who you feel like don't deserve such good things, then, well, they deserve the most good thing of all, and that's love, because love will heal more than hate any day. Now, I know it's easier said than done. Very much so for some people, but at the same time, send them love, wrap it up in a bow, and let the universe take care of them from there. You have been taught to say grace over your food, blessing it, and giving thanks for nourishing your body. Some people, and that's not just Catholicism either. Back in the day, I know that indigenous tribes would say thank you to the animal for its life after they have taken it. It's not just Catholicism. I know. It came to my brain too as soon as I read it. It's like, I am not saying grace over this meal in a Catholicism. But let's get back to it. Saying thank you for after nourishment. Most people know how to say thank you after receiving something, expressing gratitude for what they have already. This is a conditional gratitude. You need the results to be there and complete before you feel it. The true manifestation power of gratitude is the declaration in advance of your needs being met. Thank you, universe, for all our needs being met. Universe, why is it our needs are always being met? Why is it I always feel grateful in advance? Why do I always feel like we deserve this? Because it's true. You do not need to rely on anything being in the outer world before you can express your appreciation for it. Saying thank you is the abracadabra of life. It calls beauty and grace to you, reminding you of your humility. As a part of life, you are a grain of sand on the beach, blessed to be living this brief time on earth. Gratitude is the key to your questions right now. Can you be thankful for whatever happens? Can you show appreciation for the highest good of all, and not just for yourself? Can you see this adventure called life through the eyes of gratitude, humility, and kindness? Yes, be thankful for all you have experienced up to until now, all of your loved ones, fresh air, the food on your plate. Be grateful for the divinity that is in you. Look all around. All things are sacred. Praise what you see and what you don't see yet. Miracles are waiting for you to call them into your life. Thank you, universe, for all the miracles that you are giving my beautiful, ever so lovely favored ones. Because I can feel it from my head to my tippy toes that you all deserve all the very good things that are coming for you. I'm calling in utopia. Welcome utopia, where nobody needs to worry and put their head down on a pillow at night. Don't cry, Kim. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'm getting do the hustle. A lot of you may be spokesmen for or advocates for trees. Getting the Lorax movie, where you're learning about how the people of the past did things and how you want to do them a bit better than before. And reintroduce, like if you're a part of, let's say, the hip-hop scene, but back in the day it was extremely toxic and there was gang-related fights, but now you want to restart the hip-hop community and actually make it a unit of love, where people don't gatekeep information and everyone knows that there's enough to go around and everyone gets a pedestal. And that doesn't make you any better just because you have your own pedestal. Sometimes people be trying to knock you off your pedestal, not realizing that they had to come down off of theirs in order to bug you. Go back to your own pedestal. Let's get one more message of encouragement on what to do at this time while they are waiting for this utopia and blessings that you're undoubtedly going to bestow upon them. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate this message. 9 of Voices. Voices is 9 of Swords. So yeah, getting out of your head more. Journaling. I'm getting journaling very heavily, and especially dream journaling. Finding out what messages the universe is giving you at this time. If you have problems remembering your dreams, you can put rosemary underneath your bed and your pillow. There's also a bunch of crystals. You could put the white clear quartz underneath your pillow, because I can't remember the exact ones that are for sleep dreaming, but I do know this. If you are doing any rituals and you need any kind of spice or crystal that they say you need for, just remember, white candles mean you can replace and use them for any other colored candle, except for black, that's for protection. But yeah, white candle is substitute for any other candle. Rosemary is substitute for any other herb. And the white quartz, crystal quartz, is used in replacement of any other crystals needed for rituals. So if you put any of those underneath your bed, as well as if you are having this gossip and stuff going on around you, and you might be able to feel that in the forefront or in the background, and it's bringing to the forefront right now. Cloves. If you get some cloves and you put it in a little container and carry it around with you, it's supposed to negate gossip. If you have any of that problems going on right now, or if people bad mouthing you, you can bring it around in your bag. But yeah, make sure that you keep spices and stuff away from your cats, is if they like to mess around your bed. So remember to put it in a little container and put it next to your bed. That's why I suggested the crystal quartz, because you could put that under your bed without it causing too much of a problem, unless you have Princess P syndrome like me. So I usually just put it next to my bed if I'm going to do those types of things, because I will feel it underneath the bed and I will, nope, it's not for me. I will toss and turn. So yeah, some of you are tossing and turning in your sleep. One of the things you can ask for before you go to sleep, be like, thank you, universe, for bringing me great sleep. Thank you, universe, for bringing me peaceful night rest. Or if you don't believe in calling out to an entity or the universe, you could say, thank you, brain. Thank your own body. Thank your body. You are your own deity. These are temples. This is where you do your worship. So make sure you're talking nice, and you're nice in the place of worship. So make sure you're talking nice to yourself in your head, because that's where your worship mostly takes place. This is your temple, your temples. You have 2 temples, and between it is where the magic happens. That's where your neurons go off and get fired off and get rewiring in your gray brain matter. So some of you are rewiring and unraveling. Yeah, I feel the unfucking, you know? You're learning to unfuck the fucked that happened in the past. You may have had things that happened, and now you're trying to, you know, why am I acting like this? Well, I can understand that I got rejected in the past, so I'm acted that way because of this. I know that I am scared of success, so I act this way. I know I'm worried about that. And just really dissecting on why you're feeling a certain way. Because 9 of Swords, and Swords is the essence of the mind inside of the tarot cards. And number 9 is usually an individual who's blindfolded and trying to walk through a bunch of swords. So you're really trust walking right now, but make sure you are voicing your concerns and voicing how you feel, and at least not having them bottled up in some way. Even if you don't want to keep the journal and look back on it, you could just write yourself a letter on how you feel and what you would like to happen in the future, and just give it a good old burn so you don't have to look at it again. Ooh. A whiteboard. I feel like some of you may have a whiteboard. If you want something to be removed from your life, I feel like write it down and then just erase it quickly. If you have a whiteboard, that's coming to my mind for some of you. That may not apply for all of those listening, but yeah, that's something that you could use a different way that might get you in more of a mood, because I don't like sitting down and journaling that much either. So if you could do a quick wipe up your energies, like me doing this right now. Yeah. So yeah. Nightmares, night terrors, illusions, anxiety, worried, keeping you up at night. Prompt, screaming to sleep. I'm sorry if I accidentally gave you the finger there while holding it up. I can't remember which finger I had up, but I'm sorry if I gave you the finger. For many moons, she has been sleeping in a halfway place of unrest. That place where she worries has crept into the side of her mind. That place where worry has crept into the sides of her mind and kept her from the deep slumber she so desires. Her eyes would close effortlessly as the body says yes to stillness, but the mind was a cannon full of memories. A canyon, but I feel like for some of you it might be even a cannon where it goes poof, or you're at war with yourself. And the pillow never seems to have enough space to hold it all. Even her memories seem to fade into the liminal with her nightmares. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? You want to know it? It's my reading comprehension problem. Even her memory seem to fade into the liminal with her nightmares. When this lack of fuck it, I'm not reading all this shit. So, this lack creeps into your waking hours, and you find your mind spinning without relief. Allow the muse to blanket you from above. Your fears are but an illusion of the future, while the present place you are safe, held, and loved. Quiet your mind, even when it seems far too simple. The answer is always love. Remember this and be mindful of your circadian clock. Let your healing rest take over. Hello, Muse. Hello, Stardust. Drenched in magic, your ripened eyes without ruse, and in full trust of your truth shall rise. Whatever that means. I'm sorry. Hello, Muse. Hello, Stardust. Drenched in magic, your ripened eyes without ruse, and in full trust of your truth shall rise. Your truth, I wish I had kept those. I did keep them. Sweet. So yes, you are learning that your truth will ring out no matter what people are chattering about you. You know, there might be some clucking hens that are saying some nasty stuff about you, but in the end, your kindness and your truth will outshine their lies and shrouded in their own darkness. It will come to light. Your truth, your kindness will come to light. And that's what I'm getting here. Yeah, your truth will shine like the white lantern. You are learning how to balance all your emotions and manifest with all of yourself and integrating your shadow instead of getting rid of it. You're supposed to integrate the shadow, not push it away. Much like with in Peter Pan, that was a very good metaphor of integrating your shadow. Was when he came into the bedroom and Wendy literally sewed it on, and it hurt. And it wasn't just a simple quick fix. So, you gotta integrate it. You gotta mold it as a part of you, which isn't always easy. So the fact that you're taking time to rest and you're taking time to look at yourself and where you want to go with your life is a huge responsibility. And I am so proud of you, my favorite ones. So that's everything I have for you today. Thank you, as always, for coming through and listening to me confirm what you already know is true in your heart. Your big, big heart. Okay? Yeah, some people might feel like you're aggressive or have a big mouth, but you just got a big heart. It'll show in the end. It will. Universe, show my favored ones why love conquers all. Show my favored ones why they do have a big heart, because I feel like a lot of you feel like you don't have a very big heart, and you may have been told that in the past, and I'm sorry that they didn't know better. And I know better, and you know better too. So I'm proud of you for knowing better, because if you didn't, it wouldn't have came out in this reading. And that's amazing. So thank you for being amazing, my favorite ones. And I will see you in the next video. Remember to eat, hydrate, and please do have fun. Bye.